What's up guys, it's LipstickNick, Morphe's director of Global Artistry, and today I'm going to be doing a widely requested video. You guys are always wanting to know my latest brow tips and tricks on how to create three-dimensional, realistic looking brows using just a few key brow products. So today I'm going to be using a brow cream and a few pencils. However, you can purchase our Arch Obsession kits that come with everything you need to do the perfect brow from start to finish. These come in 10 different shades. I'm going to be using 2 shades today, Hazelnut and Java. So if you guys want to learn how I get this natural looking hair stroke brow, keep watching. So as you guys can see, I have no eyebrows to start with. I just overplucked when I was younger, so I'm pretty much starting from scratch. And over the years, I've developed a new little routine for myself. I've gone through many brow phases, but now I feel like I really have locked down a natural looking eyebrow using a few different products. So I'm gonna be showing you guys how I create a natural hair stroke brow using the brow cream and 2 different brow pencils. So you can actually purchase a set. We sell the Arch Obsession kits, which has everything you need to do your brows from start to finish. These come in 10 different shades, so whatever hair color you have, we have the perfect color to match for your eyebrows. I like to use 2 different shades. I start out with the hazelnut cream and the hazelnut pencil. Then I'm gonna add in a little bit of the Java pencil to add some depth and dimension, and that'll give us a few different dark hair strokes in the mix to just kind of create some depth. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up my brow cream. This is in the shade Hazelnut. And this brush comes in the Arch Obsession kit as well. You can also purchase it individually. It's the M158. I love this because the angled brush part is actually very tight, so it's really nice to create a shape or little hair stroke effects. And on the other side, you have the spoolie, so anytime things get a little too dark or too much, I'll just take the spoolie and kind of erase. So it kind of helps you to stay on track with that natural look as you go. And I'm gonna take a little bit of this brow cream and put it out on my palette right in front of me. And this step here is really just for me to create kind of an outline or a guideline for my brows, and then I'm gonna use the pencils to actually create the hair strokes. So this part is kind of just like setting down the initial shape of the brow that I wanna create. So your brow should start right here directly above the inner tear duct of your eye. So I kind of know, boop, right there. I'll make a tiny little mark just so I can say, okay, I know my brow is gonna start there. The arch of your brow should begin right after the colored part of your eye. So if you're working on a client or you're working on yourself and you're not sure where to create that arch, look straight ahead in the mirror and just follow that line up wherever that colored part of your eye stops. And that's where you know you can start to kind of go more upward into an arch shape. The arch should end directly above the end of your eyeball. So I know, okay, right here, I can start to bring it down. And your brow should end if you take anything, whether it be a pencil or a different brush, and just rest it right up against your nostril, align it with that outer corner of your eye, and right there is where it should end. So it's just nice to have these little points that you can kind of say, okay, this is more or less what the shape is gonna be, and then it's up to you to kind of fill it in as thick or as thin as you want. So I'm gonna take that and run with it and create my shape. Now that I have my initial shape down with the brow cream, I'm gonna go in with my first pencil, which is in the exact same shade, Hazelnut. I love these pencils because you really can create a super thin hair stroke with them. So I'm gonna take this and just start to add a few more hair strokes in the front and all throughout the rest of the brow. Now that I have a little bit more dimension with that hazelnut pencil, I'm gonna use a deeper shade. This is one of our deeper shades. It's called Java. I really like this one. It is dark, but I'm just very careful as to where I place it just to add a little bit of depth and dimension. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that in, mostly in the tail end of the brow, but maybe a few in the front, just to kind of make it look more realistic. One of my favorite pro tips anytime I'm using any brow pencil is before I actually take it to go do the hair strokes, I wanna make sure it's super, super fine. So I'll take something like my palette paper or whatever I have in front of me, any kind of hard surface, and I'll actually take the pencil and just sort of draw a little bit. And that really creates a nice flat edge on the pencil, and I'll then use that to create the hair strokes. They look like microblading strokes. It is the finest little strokes you can get. So that's one of my favorite things to do anytime I'm creating this like 3-dimensional hair stroke look in anyone's brow. So at this point, I'm happy with where my brows are at. I'm loving the brow strokes. I feel like they look really natural. This is just a step I like to do to take it just one notch further. I'm gonna take a concealer and a concealer brush and just carve out a little bit from the center of my brow right before the arch, just to the tail end so it looks really neat and clean. All right, my last step that I like to do is I'm gonna take a pressed powder and just set that concealer so it doesn't move anywhere, it's locked in, and it will be mattified. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys check out all of our amazing brow products in all 10 shades and hashtag MorpheBabe on all of your looks. Until next time, bye.